Hi, and welcome to Belonger Yoga. I'm Carrie, and welcome to today's practice. So today we're going to be doing a nice, easy wake up morning routine. It's a great way to start your day or even end your day, or anytime you just want a little bit of movement. This is a great practice to come to. So go ahead and start. Meet me in a nice wide-legged child's pose, okay? So knees spread out nice and wide, toes touching, and just walk your hands out, dropping the chest and the forehead to the mat. And let's just start here. Breathing, making sure you have nice long inhales and exhales. Filling the body with much needed oxygen. Waking up the body. It's like in the morning, you got to wake up your mind, you wake up your body. Get it focused on what it is that you intend to be for the day, not just what you want to do, but who are you going to be today? And let's walk our hands over to the right hand side and just do a side body stretch within child's pose here. Gently placing that forehead back on the mat. Do a quick check. Is your left hip, is that still reaching towards your left foot? Trying not to raise it up. Don't forget to breathe. And let's walk back through center and over to the left hand side. Do a quick check of that right hip. Is that right hip reaching down towards the right foot? And let's walk back through center. Let's stay here for a breath. And come up into a tabletop position. We're going to do just some real easy cat-cows, get ourselves, get our bodies moving. So on an inhale, we're going to drop the belly, lift up the neck, or the chest and the head. Imagine the chest trying to come through the shoulders like it's a gate right there. And on the exhale, we're going to release it all down, lifting it up, rounding the back up. And let's just continue to do this a few more times. Just do it in your own way. Just moving. If you want to do maybe some barrel rolls or side to sides, whatever feels good right now, go for it. There we go. Waking up the body, waking up our mind. Like I said, we get to choose what our day is going to look like. So, well, not look like. We get to choose how we're going to be in the day, no matter what it looks like. How is that? So let's start it off on a good note and continue to bring the good vibes and the good energy into our day. So come into stillness, a neutral tabletop, and let's inhale our right arm up to the sky, opening it up. Let's stay right here for a breath. And let's exhale it down into a thread the needle, dropping the right shoulder onto the mat. And do a quick check. Where are your hips at? Do they still feel like they're in alignment over your knees? You're not sitting too far back or too far forward. And take your left hand. You can keep it by the face. You can walk it out. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch in the upper arm area. If it feels good, you can always take it behind the back into more of a bind. So choose your adventure. Choose what it is you're going to need today. And don't forget to breathe. One more round of breath. And put that left hand by the face. And let's inhale that arm all the way back up again. And exhale it back down. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale the left arm all the way up to the sky. Let's stay here for a breath. Really getting a nice stretch, looking up, looking to the new day. And let's exhale it, bring it through, dropping that left shoulder to the mat as we come into this thread the needle. And feel free to place your right hand where it's comfortable. Go by the face, maybe out in front of you. Maybe go overhead if that's comfortable. Find it. What's your adventure? What do you need for this morning? What do you need for this day? And let's sit here. That's it. Let's be here. Let's breathe. One more breath. Bring that right hand back by the face. Inhale the left arm all the way back up to the sky and exhale it back to the mat. Come to that neutral tabletop. Tuck the toes. Get firm in your hands and let's come into a down dog. Now this is our first one of the day, so let's keep it really simple. Okay? Not a lot of movement here. Not a lot that we need to really be doing or forcing. If you want, you can bend the knees a little bit, straighten the legs a little bit. Know that you do not have to have the heels all the way to the mat. You can, if that feels comfortable. But actually, let's go ahead and do a couple of walk the dogs, just, back and forth really lightly, really easy. No forcing, not pushing, just waking up the body. All right, come into some stillness in a down dog. And let's bring that this is the right leg forward between the hands. Drop the back knee, untuck those toes. And let's come into a low lunge. Get yourself situated and inhale those arms up overhead. Now in low lunge, let's take a quick peek at where everything's at. We want a little bit of a tuck in that tailbone right here. We want a little bit of space in that hip crease. So see if you can come up out of it just a little bit. Whew, start to get some stretch in these legs. Stay here for 2 full breaths. Bring the hands down through heart center and let's come forward and hook that left elbow across that right thigh, across that knee-ish area. And let's come into a side twist here. Imagine you're getting some length in your spine, twisting it just a little bit more, twisting it open, opening yourself up to this new day. Don't forget to breathe. One more breath. And let's bring us back into that high lunge just for a breath. Plant the hands and meet me in a downward facing dog. And there we go. Let's come in here for a round of breath. And bring the left foot forward between the hands. Drop that right knee, untucking those toes. Get yourself situated and inhale your way up into a low lunge on this side. Again, do a quick check. Where's your hips? Take a little tuck in the tailbone. See if you can get a little space in that hip joint and that hip socket over here on the left leg. Open up those hands if you'd like. One more breath here. And let's bring our hands to our heart center and rotate over, hooking that elbow across that knee. And let's do a side twist on this side. Inhaling, get a little bit more length, and exhaling. Let's go ahead and see if we can go just a little bit deeper in this twist. Another breath here. Bring those arms up overhead. Plant the hands, step back into a downward facing dog. That feels good. Whew. Let's go ahead and do a little walk the dog again. See if maybe you can bring the heels a little closer to the mat now. Warming ourselves up. There we go. Come into stillness. And drop down to your knees. And let's sit back on our heels. We're going to do something called toe crunch. I like to do it. And it's probably one of my favorite things to do because it helps stretch out my feet. So we're going to come up in a kneeling position like this. We're going to come up onto our toes. Now, if this is too uncomfortable, it just is not in your practice to do this, you're okay. Come back into this hero style kneeling posture or even sit up on a block, okay? But we're going to come into that toe crunch. Do a quick check, make sure all of your little toesies are tucked in. And I want you to inhale the arms up overhead and exhale them into cactus arms. We're going to get a little bit of a chest stretch here. And in these cactus arms, imagine your shoulder blades. You're trying to pinch them together almost like there's a little pencil that you're trying to hold in those shoulder blades back there. You got something back there you got to hold in. It's going to help just open up that chest. And let's stay here for 3 breaths. Whew, and let's drop the hands down and like a tabletop. Let's pitter patter those feet, get a little bit more oxygen, a little bit more blood flow into the toesies. All right, and meet me in a seated position. I'm going to do a nice cross-legged easy seat here. And I'm going to close this out with doing a really great breath exercise. We're going to do a couple rounds of what we call 3-part breathing. So if you're not familiar with it, it's inhaling and exhaling in 3 parts. So on the inhale, we're going to be inhaling into the stomach, the tummy area, or abdomen area, if you will. We're going to be breathing into the rib area and then breathing up into the chest area. And then on the exhale, we're going to exhale from the chest, the ribs, and the belly. This is a great way to just get yourself focused, help get your mind and body into a nice, comfortable, non-stressed configuration, hopefully to help you meet your day, right? So just come into a nice seat, get yourself comfortable, and go ahead and place a hand on your chest here and a hand on your belly. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to inhale into the belly, inhale into the ribs, and inhale to the chest. Now exhale from the chest and the ribs and the belly. Inhale belly, ribs, chest. Exhale chest, ribs, belly. Inhale belly, ribs, chest. Exhale chest, ribs, belly. Do 2 more full rounds on your own. Just paying attention to where your breath is. When you finish the final round, just release the hands down to your thighs. Notice how your body's feeling. I hope you are ready to face whatever the day has for you, feeling calm and ready to go. And thank you for joining me today here at Belonga Yoga. And yeah, if you're liking this, and please subscribe and share it with a friend if you're getting some value out of it. I'd love to reach more people. So thank you for joining me today. Until next time.